Hey guys, welcome to Rocket Punch! On today's episode, this was supposed to be a 1,000 subscriber Q&A plan, but 2 weeks ago, while I was away, just all of a sudden I got a whole bunch of subscribers for some crazy reason. Heck, I'm just happy being in this little tiny corner of YouTube. I don't really care so much about getting big or making money or any of that. I just want to geek out with you guys about crazy shit I like. So as part of thanks, I asked all of you guys out there in YouTube land, to send me some crazy questions about what you want to know about me. So without further ado, let's grab the secret file. I have it right down here. Yes, the top secret file of questions that all of you out there have asked me, Rocket Punch. And what's in my brain? I don't know. Let's see what's in here. So excited. Paper. Yes. We have a question from Juan Jose Segura, 4585. The 4585. How many hours of actual solo play do you manage to have in an average week? Well, just Sunday night, I play solo. Right now I'm doing Dragon Bane. Go check it out. I play about an hour, edit it down to about 40-ish minutes. Pretty cool. This guy's got a whole bunch of questions. Okay, that's legal. What are your favorite type of dungeons to explore and favorite monster to fight against? Well, I'm pretty basic. I like giant spiders, skellybobs, and cosmic horrors. Do you play or have a TTRPG with a Japanese or anime-like setting? I do. I got all these Sword World books. Does that count? I got Dragon Half. I got Record of Lodos Wars. Ooh, sweet. And I got Hyper Tunnel and Trolls. Next question. Oh, this is from my buddy, Cup of Solo. If you couldn't play any Freely games or BXD&D, what system would you play? That's a tough one. If I had to limit it to just one, probably Suede, because I could play any game and make anything in my crazy mind. We got a question from iLiquid. Have you ever played GURPS? We'd love to see a video about your review on that system. Well, I played GURPS back in the 90s. I think it was edition 3, 3rd edition, one of those. And it was okay. It wasn't really my cup of tea, so I probably won't review anything. I don't really do reviews. I just look at shit that I like. My other buddy, the Pale Emperor, asks, out of all the standard dice, what is your favorite? Well, duh, that's obvious. The D4. Caltrops for my enemies. Honestly, though, it's the D6. Which genre of RPG is my desert island genre? That's kind of weird. Usually it's what book is your favorite on a desert island, not the genre. Well, I guess fantasy is pretty easy to run. The most, I guess the other would be some kind of cosmic horror-y. Another great question. I can't imagine Chad losing. What got you into TTRPGs? Well, the first game I ever bought was this. This is the first game I ever bought. Marvel Superheroes, because I was a Marvel's kid back in the day. Way back in the day. And then from here, I got into TMNT before the cartoon came out. And then I dove into Palladium games. So really, Palladium is where I started fantasy and everything, and not D&D. So I'm kind of a black sheep of the TTRPG crowd. So yeah, that tracks for me. Maple Pumpkin Crunch TV asks, what's your most bizarre set of dice or whatever? Or whatever, I don't know. My Zaki dice. D3, D12s, D5, D7, 16, 20-something, and 30. Do you have a specific favorite dice set? Please go into as much detail as possible about why. Dragon Bane dice set, because it's Dragon Bane. That's why. I love Dragon Bane. Dragon Bane's awesome. This is from Darby2314. Bingo. What die shape is your favorite? D6. Okay, Namzark asks, what is your favorite group TTRPG, and what is your favorite solo? My favorite group? Dragon Bane. My favorite solo? Dragon Bane. Check out the playthrough. Dranorder asks, what do you feel about Iron Sworn? I never played Iron Sworn, but I played Starforge. That's basically the same thing. It's pretty cool. We played, 3 of us. Cup of Solo, Pale Emperor. We all played 3-player, 3 GM, taking turns being the GM. It was pretty good. Took a while to get hold of the gameplay, but Once we did, it was really awesome. Do you go for weird oracles like tarot decks? The only oracle I need is my sweet darling. Honey, come here. Here she is, the beautiful mistress, the D20 Fate Mill die. Mwah, we love you, mwah, mwah, mwah. Ha ha ha. They also ask, it seems like some people who are into solo RPG stuff have a background with active imagination in some way. For example, Jungian psychology or some sort of guided image-focused meditation. Does that apply to you? Heck no! Closest thing to meditation I get is when I go to the dojo or once a year during New Year's. Keep it all cold, no heat or anything. And then we do Kangeko. Yeah! And then we go out in the snow and practice and focus our spirit on combat. And I used to watch a lot of Saturday morning cartoons. Tebo2896 asks, when it comes to running games for newbies, how do you explain the rules system without being overwhelming, especially with older TTRPGs? I feel like those can confuse even people who have played some D&D. Make them read the book, or just start out small and slowly introduce new mechanics, or just keep reminding them what they have to do and hopefully they'll get it in their brain. Or have really cool friends like I do and we play tons of games. Somehow we keep track of all of it, most of the time. But you don't have to throw like every mechanic at them on the first encounter. Slowly build up. Add in little options here and there, that kind of thing. I don't know. Don't worry about making mistakes. Just roll with it. Rule of cool. All that kind of stuff. If they ask what they want to do, just have them just describe what they want to do and you tell them what they need to roll. And the GM or ref should always default to yes, most of the time. Reno Javier, 6297. Great year. How do you get a group together for regular sessions? Well, if you're like Rocket Punch, you threaten them with violence. And if that doesn't work, you ask, pretty, please play with me. Oh my god, I want to play so bad. Please play with me. So, just guilt them until they play with you, basically. That usually works. Dark Scout, 5358. What are your thoughts on Vampire the Masquerade? I think it's really fun, but you do have to bend the rules a lot. Yeah, who cares? Bend the rules. It's your game, do whatever you want, as long as it sounds cool. No one should ever tell you how to have fun. Unless it's me, then listen to whatever I say. You mean this Vampire the Masquerade 2nd edition? Oh man, I want first, but that's a little bit too expensive for Rocket Punch. This thing oozes 90s, man. I love this thing. Played it a lot back in the day, along with all the other White Wolf books. This really introduced, or I think it did, the whole idea of a storytelling game. So it's really about, fireside chat, and the rules are just there to kind of make judgment calls, and that's not the main point. Main point is to kind of get together and tell interesting stories. Well, all games should be that way, really. Do you have any specific characters you've made or stories that you love so much that they've stuck with you? Yes, I have awesome heroes like my buddy Cuppa's, his DCC campaign. I made at least 2 really awesome dudes like Zorak, the champion of the 9 realms, an awesome wizard. And then my favorite, when I finally rolled up the background of Gong Farmer, he survived level 0 and became a wizard once he found a dead wizard holding a magic book and a pile of his raking up poop. And he became Smudge, the Fecalomancer. And also, there's the Professor, who is my favorite character in all of Troika, and a lot of people love him too, so that's great. He's kind of a weird English gentleman with a strange and wacky voice. But yeah, almost every character I create is weird in some way and pretty memorable. Most of the time, unless they die right away after throwing a rock at a monkey. Oh wait, I didn't do that. The other guy did that. Alright, Miso, 8963. Never had that flavor. Wanted to ask if you've played or heard of any Powered by the Apocalypse games. Of course I have, yeah. I never played Powered by the Apocalypse, the game itself, but I love that mechanic. Usually, and what we played in the past was the 24XX series, little zines. I love little zines, and that little mechanic works so perfect as a pick-up-and-play game. You should totally check it out. Maybe I'll do a flip-through of all the little zines one of these days. I've been meaning to. Miso also asks, they really want to know what my favorite TTRPG of all time is. It goes without saying. Dragonbane. 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 Dragonbane! I think it's Dragonbane. Charlotte Blades asks, want to know exactly what sort of genre of RPGs you like? Fantasy, sci-fi? I already answered this one, too. All of them. I like them all, but probably play fantasy the most, then sci-fi. Lorenzo Zapaton 4031. Have you ever tried using LLMs for role-playing? And if you did, how it went? That's a spicy topic. But for me, I don't really care. It's a tool. If you're going to use it, don't abuse it. It's really good for coming up with little ideas, get your thoughts together, that kind of thing. But you got to put the work in and don't just generate AI slop. That's not using it the cool way. But yeah, I don't really have a problem. I don't care one way or the other. Just don't whine about it. If you don't like it, don't buy it. If you like it, use it. Who cares? I got bigger fish to fry. Raph3486 asks, I love this one. An owl bear and a cow has a monstrosity baby. What does it look like? A cowl bear, of course. Maybe I should have used AI to come up with an image. I don't know. Imagine it. And if you ever made your own game, what would it be about? Well, I make a lot of little zines and adventure zines and mappy zines and other kinds of stuff. I'm working on one right now about a post-apocalyptic world with the only survivors being robots, and you kind of scavenge, so it's like a hex crawl kind of silly adventure like that. Also, one of these days, I'm going to really pick the mechanic that I feel really captures Tokusatsu and Kamen Rider and play that. Still not 100% on it. Flip-flopping through a lot of systems. Simon Templar, 3359. Oh, hey Simon! How do you feel about some classic roll-under games? Thinking Into the Odd, Electric Bastionland, Cairn Black Hack, etc. Also, with your experience running Shadow Dark, what changes, if any, would you make to it? Very good questions. Number one, yes, I love roll-under systems. A good one. Like Dragonbane, perhaps? No, seriously, Into the Odd. And what I'm playing right now with a buddy named Coyote is Mythic Bastionland. You're all knights, and there's like a million different knights you can be. And it's really awesome, and I really love it. And Coyote, you're doing a good job. Stop being so tough on yourself. Now, Shadow Dark. Yes, I love Shadow Dark. Second next to Dragonbane. It's like the perfect edition of D&D. Classic meets modern. Some things I change. Well, when you crit, you do max damage, plus the die roll. Level 1 starts at max, humans only. And when you go to exactly 0 HP, you get to roll on the wounds table. And then there's some other ones that I can't remember right this minute. But I'll probably do like a Shadow Dark, My House Rules or whatever edition. Febreze 8018. In your opinion, what are the best beginner TTRPGs you can play with your friends? Well, the best one is whichever one you're like super passionate about, because that passion will transfer over to your friends. So it won't matter. They'll just want to play with you. So whatever game you like, it's not the player's decision. It's yours. You're the GM. You're offering to run a game. They should be happy to be able to play the game with you. But if I had to pick the current most best game for brand new players that comes with all the fixins, what could it be? I got it! Dragonbane, of course! You know, I should really do like a Dragonbane Rickrolled kind of thing, because it pops up a lot. Next one. Some random Jingleberry. Well, at least you're not a Dingleberry. Do you have any strong opinions on the Fabula Ultima system? No. Oh, you want a real answer? I know of it, but I've never played it. It's kind of odd, but I'm pretty odd. Janitor named Janitor. A noble profession. Is there any TTRPG that you just couldn't get into? Yes. It starts with the number 5 and ends with the letter E, because it sucks balls. I have no Hasbro on my shelf. Nothing past BX is allowed. Reason, Nitoryu. How did you learn about TTRPG? Like I said, I found that Marvel game in a comic shop back in the 80s, and I was like, this looks cool. Then I got into TMNT. What system are you currently playing the most? Dragonbane! Do you have a favorite RPG based on a book or something? Yes. Based on a book. The One Ring by Free League. Very cool. Second edition. Based on a movie. Star Wars by West End Games. First edition. Best movie ever. Alien by Free League. Best anime. Robotech. And many, many more. Comics count as books, right? Comic book. What plans do you have for RPG Day? Nothing, cause Saturday's karate day, man! We don't got time for RPGs on Saturday. Now assume sparring position, and let's fight. Have you ever watched Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider? Of course! Me and my buddy in Japan are crazy enough, we put on our cosplay and go to all the little scenes where they filmed Shin Kamen Rider, and we do a photo shoot. And you say, you're sad that's the only one you've ever seen of Kamen Rider? Well, go look at the classics, none of that boring new shit. Like Kamen Rider 1, V3, Black. Cougar's pretty good, and so is Fives. But let's not turn this into a tokusatsu conversation. Today, near the second ask, do you know any other solo TTRPG resources? Specifically for cyberpunk or sci-fi? Yes, I do, as a matter of fact. I bought the Cyberpunk Red Book, and lo and behold, they have a solo supplement. Single player mode. I'll probably do this on the channel one of these days, but I need some little toys to play with. And I can't really find some good sci-fi miniatures or cyberpunk miniatures to throw down. So night 12. What martial arts do you practice? How was your journey into them and learning them? Such as if Kamen Rider and other toku media impacted them. Well, I started my journey in the 80s with Taekwondo because of Chuck Norris. Rest in peace, master. Then I did wrestling in high school. Then in college I did Ishinryu. Then when I lived in Japan, I did Kendo. And then I was a salaryman for quite a long time and didn't have any hobbies. But when I got back in, I started my current training in Shoryu, Kobudo, and Bato. So I've been doing martial arts most of my life. And that's why I named my publishing company for my little zines Rocket Punch Press. And then when I did YouTube, I thought, hey, why don't I kind of do something like that? Rocket Punch. And I'm like, oh wait, I got a Kamen Rider mask. That's kind of cool. And then the persona just kind of happened. So kind of mix in martial art wackiness with TTRPGs and my zany brain. One of these days I might even do kata or something like that on the channel if people want to see it. And Yori the Human. Hello, Yori. Which rules-like game would you recommend and why? So, probably this one, Into the Odd. And all the other really cool things by Chris McDonald, like Mythic Bastionland and things like that. Yeah, I think that counts. Rules light. Another really awesome one by a really awesome dude, friend of the channel, Grit Fantasy RPG. Go check it out, especially if you like D12s. Then we got Easy D6 Fantasy, Easy D6 Post-Apocalyptic, and Easy D6 Horror. Oh man, I can't wait till Scotty brings out Easy D6 Sci-Fi. Well, that's all the questions. And now I got a shill for a moment. Did you know you can join the Rocket Punch Dojo? Yes, both on YouTube and on my Patreon page. And if you join at the Black Belt level, you can join my Discord and play games with me and chat with my friends. And check out the stuff I got over on Rocket Punch Press on DriveThruRPG. Or just keep watching, commenting, clicking subscribe, clicking the like button, hyping the video, and that kind of stuff. I shall use all my dollar to buy more games to show you guys. And check out my buddies, Agnarak Studios and Justin over at Books, Boards, and Bricks. And until we meet again, have a great Rocket Punch Day! Later! どうもありがとう。